Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Francis Ford Coppola One from the Heart project. I know that this information and these slides may have been shown in the class previously, but I just wanted to flesh these ideas one more time before we actually get to the visual production. So, like I said in the previous lecture, the mission was to sort of emphasize One from the Heart being Coppola's worst film in history, and for two specific reasons. The first one is that he tried to utilize a model of producing films that was similar to the studio systems that were portrayed in the early years of the film industry and no longer applied to contemporary film business. The second reason is because the film actually was a box office non-hit, and therefore he lost money and had to produce films within the upcoming decade just to unrack his debt with those studios. So how we will obtain this is that we're actually going to be utilizing the Jeopardy model and the Minecraft sandbox game in order for you to get, sort of that feeling of you watching Jeopardy, but also interacting with the Minecraft video game. The sources are all going to stay the same as well. We're going to look at that Schumacher's chapters in 10 and 11, and then we're going to also look at the Whom God Wishes to Destroy book as well, chapters 3, and we're also going to be looking at the documentaries as well throughout, dialogue and sort of the conversations that every character has. That's just a quick synopsis. You can just read all that information on the slides if you wish to pause. But other than that, I want to thank you so much for your time, and I hope you enjoy this Francis Ford Coppola project by us. Thank you. Live from Studio 13, it's that one show everyone's been looking forward to tonight. That movie that sucked! And here is your host, James Dragonhead. Hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to another episode of That Movie That Sucked, where we ask competitors why movies sucked. But let's get out our first contender, why don't we? Here is contender number 1. Hello, hi, how's everyone doing? This is such a good opportunity. I hope you're excited tonight, contender number 1, because we're about to show you which film you'll be utilizing tonight. And here it is.
In The Godfather, he explored the violent world of organized crime. In The Godfather Part 2, he examined the soul of power and corruption. In Apocalypse Now, he journeyed into the madness of war. Now, Academy Award winner Francis Ford Coppola and Zoetrope Studios take a very special look at love. One from the Heart.
It's been 5 years since my last dream came true.
Yeah, what was that?
The day I met Hank.
I wish I had $1 for each time I took a chance.
I really love her. I know that.
On all those two-bit Romeos who counterfeit romance.
Maggie, do you believe in true love?
Knowing that you fall in love.
It's neon and glitter,
Let's run away from Las Vegas.
junkyards and paradise,
To Bora Bora and other romantic places.
loneliness, laughter, and tears.
Fanny, come on home. Come on back, Fanny.
This one's from the heart.
It's heartache and happiness, music and fantasy, broken dreams and happy endings.
I love her!
This one's from the heart.
Francis Ford Coppola presents a new kind of old-fashioned romance. One from the Heart.
Oh yes, tonight it's One from the Heart, a classic by Francis Ford Coppola. I hope you're ready, contestant number 1, because here is the first question. True or false? Coppola is quoted referring to working on One from the Heart as being very hard to work when every day is a crisis.
Is it true?
That's the sound that means that's correct!
Yeah.
The answer is true, although Coppola is known notoriously for always being in crisis mode for all his films. This one was especially hard since he was trying to do not only directing, but writing and even producing and taking on other aspects such as the business side of filmmaking, with other problems such as budgeting and overspending, which is issues he had to deal with almost the whole film. So that is why the answer is true. So congratulations, contender number 1. Alright, contender, it's time for question number 2. Coppola states, it's clear that it wasn't going to get a fair shot. In what stage of production was the film in, and why does he say so? This is a tricky one.
This was during the production, when Coppola gave an early screening in New York.
Oh my god, he's done it again! That is correct! When film critics were deciding to bash on Coppola's film before it even came out, Coppola decided to go to his loyal audience members and therefore opened up a screening for anyone in America to come and visit the New York City and see firsthand the production that was at hand. What he didn't expect is that people were also with the critics and saying that it wasn't a good film. Oh no, Coppola. It looks like it's now time for question 3. What was the most notable cost in Coppola's pre-visualization technique for this film, and how did that impact its failure? Have we stumped the contender this time, audience?
The most notable cost was visiting Las Vegas with the cast in order to videotape the film in its original setting, then going back to Zoetrope Studios and spending $12 million to build Las Vegas on a soundstage.
Oh my god, audience members, he's done it again! Construction workers in the Zoetrope Studios work tirelessly every day to make these magnificent stages that no one can doubt were absolutely stunning and beautiful, but they just did not translate financially and made him go way into debt since then, so sad to see that it was all for naught for that beautiful stage, everybody. It's now time for our final question. With all the technological huffing and puffing, Coppola has thrown out the baby and photographed the bathwater. What aspects of the film is Saris referring to as the baby and the bathwater? And what did this mean for the film? This is your final answer. Will you go home with a perfect score? Or will it all be for naught?
The baby is the storyline and the bathwater is the scenery. Critics and filmgoers alike agree that while its set design was immaculate, the storyline was nowhere to be found and ultimately failed the film.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has successfully answered all 4 questions for that movie that sucked! Give him a round of applause! Congrats! Yes, you are the winner tonight! You have won Coppola's One from the Heart episode of that movie that sucks! And with that, we are out of time. Thank you everyone on stage live with us. And thank you everyone on television for joining us today with the episode. Until next time, bye-bye.